Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is Cody the Duke for part 2 of Home Defense Mossberg 500 Tactical. We just had a video going over the setup and some of the different ammo loads that I have, and also just the setup I have on my Mossberg 500 Tactical. So this is a bit of a home defense scenario. However, this is part 2 of this video. And so I think one, which I mentioned in my last video and will mention in every video, mastery of your firearm is more important. Training, understanding how to clean it, disassemble, load, unload, fix a jam, everything. You should know your firearm in and out. That's way better to have 1, 2, or 3 firearms that you know how to use, front, back, inside, outside, top to bottom, than it is to have 20 firearms that you have no idea how to use. Same thing as you have heard me mention before about redundancy on magazines. I would much rather have 10 magazines for one firearm, or magazines that fit in multiple firearms, which is why I only carry 4 types of firearms in 4 ammunition types, which are shotgun 12 gauge, 5.56 NATO or 2.23 Remington, which is essentially the same as my 5.56 shoots both, and then 9mm is what I've chosen to go with for my pistol caliber rounds, and then also my 22s, which I have not done a video on yet, but will hopefully be doing soon, along with my 5.56 AR setups. So right now we are on the shotgun setup. So as I mentioned before, I have side saddles with multiple different types of ammo. In the last video I covered those different types of ammo, but I wanted to talk about how to load a shotgun and some of the potential options that you have. As I mentioned before, I have there's different strategies that I have heard. So hollow point slug, which this is a Federal 3-inch hollow point slug, compared to a Winchester Super X. Now this is a 2 3/4 compared to a 3-inch. Mossberg 500 Tactical can handle both. Now the one thing I will say is that the Mossberg 500 tube will hold 5 in the tube if at least the majority of them are 2 3/4. If I load all 3-inch shells, it will only hold 4. So I only have one 3-inch shell in this, what I'm going to show. So differing opinions. I've heard different things. In regards to how to load. So whatever you put in the tube first will be the last round fired. So as you see in a second, as I load the tube, the first one I'm going to load is going to be a slug, as the last round I want is a slug. So different people have differing opinions. With me having 5 in the tube and 1 in the chamber, that gives me 6 rounds. I have heard people who decide to go either first shot being BB or 1 in 8 or target load to get a widespread, somewhat of a warning shot type of situation, and then buckshot, double-aught buck, followed by slug, and then again BB or 1 in 8 target load, double-aught buck, slug. That's one option. I have heard others who prefer double-aught, then slug, double-aught slug, double-aught slug. That would be probably my second option. What I choose to load is one target load first, followed by double aught, and then slug, double aught, slug, slug. So just so I know that first round is going to be a widespread, potentially non-lethal, but still knock somebody on their butt round. So something fell down the stairs. All right, so this is empty. Now, a lot of people will talk about the click clack. I'm just gonna stand at the top of the stairs and click clack, and somebody will be scared and run away. I disagree. Depending on who, if someone has the balls to come in my house and the alarm is going off, me standing at the top of the stairs click clacking my shotgun is not going to do anything. And they may have a shotgun or who knows, and there might be 5 of them. So them knowing I have a shotgun and where I am is not something I want to reveal. So anyways, I would rather, and also click clacking a round is, if I did have one in the tube, I have then just launched that out of the tube and I'm no longer able to use it, and I'm down from 6 to 5 rounds. So and unless I wanted to click clack and then load another round, I guess I could do that, but no, that's not something you will ever find me doing. All right, now, so when we're just going to talk about loading, this is empty, as you can see, nothing in there and nothing in the tube. So loading a shotgun, you should practice. Definitely practice once you get one, as all of them are a little different. The Mossberg 500 has a little button right here, and what that does, if not, when I first got this, I was like, oh, why will this not click back? So you have to click that button in, and now I can click back. Now in the back position, I can load straight into the tube. So if I was out and needed one more round, bam, pull one out, pop it in the tube, slam forward, and fire. One option. All right, so, but what typically you want to do, obviously, is have the tube loaded. So another thing about the Mossberg that I like is the safety is here. Obviously, this gun is not loaded, so clicking the safety forward will now show the red mark. Red is dead is the way I remember it. So if I see red, that means that the gun is hot. So we're going to turn the safety off or on so that nothing will happen. I cannot even pull the trigger. All right, now, so from the forward position, all right, this is how I'm able to load the tube. As you can see, the ejector port, or where I would load one, is now closed. All right, and so flipping it under, I can easily load underneath, which if you've seen John Wick, you'll see him constantly flipping the gun over, bam, loading 2 and firing again, loading 2, firing again. Very cool. I'm not quite that good. So, as I mentioned before, I have a few different rounds here. This is a Remington Slugger hollow point. That is what I'm going to load into the tube first. Bam, done. Second, what I'm going to load is a double-aught buck from Federal. Third, what I'm going to load is a Winchester Super X hollow point. That has a lot of kick. Fourth, what I'm going to load is another slug. And last, double-aught buck from Federal. All right, now, tube is loaded. All right, now as I cock back, in order to get another one, which I will not do right now just so I do not have a hot gun for YouTube, but I would take my target load round, which I mentioned earlier, pop it in right here, and then I guess I'll go ahead and do it. When I click forward, we are hot. Ready to unclick the safety, bam, pull the trigger, pull back, expel the spent casing, and the new one will reload as I'm in the forward position to shoot. So always it should be in the forward position when firing, as you will not be able to fire in the back position. So that is how to load a Mossberg 500 tactical, or and generally any pump shotgun if you have not done so before. But again, get good at what you do. Master this. Clean your guns. Learn. Just get good. Train. Be a pro. That is the key to anything in life. If you haven't learned it already, if you're gonna do something, don't half-ass it. Go 100%. If you're gonna get a shotgun, learn how to use it. Load it, unload it, load it, unload it, load it, unload it, clean it. Go to the range, fire it. Learn how all the different shells work. If I'm gonna carry federal shells in double-aught, I'm gonna make sure that I have at least used a good amount of federal shells in double-aught so that I know how they fire. So I know that when I hit that X Winchester Super X, that's gonna kick more than the target load, or than maybe one of the other slugs, or the double-aught, etc. So knowing what you're doing is extremely important. So please go back and watch some of my other videos. Cody the Duke, this is part 2 to the Home Defense Mossberg 500 video. And please give me a like and subscribe so I can put more videos on here. Please drop something in the comments. Again, I will never say any of the guns or techniques that I have are the best way to do it. They're what I like. So anything that you like, whatever you like, and whatever you feel comfortable with should be what you're doing. Don't let anyone tell you what is better for you. If you are comfortable, trained, and good with a Ruger LCP2 380, which I have a buddy, that's all he carries, that's fine. That's what he's comfortable with. And it's always with him, and it works for him. So I'm not going to argue with him and tell him, dude, that's not the right thing to carry. That works for him. He always has it with him, and he can hit what he's wanting to shoot at. So get good at what you have. Don't just have an arsenal that you show off on YouTube that you've only fired 20 rounds through each one, or maybe never even, gotten through more than a magazine. So anyways, Cody the Duke signing off. One thing, I am not from, I'm from California. I know, so a lot of laws in California are different. I live in the South, which allows me a lot more of these fun toys. Toys is not the right word. These are not toys. I view them as investments and tools, and as most of them, which maybe is a later video, have gone up in price significantly. But anyways, be safe, learn, train, get better, master everything you do, and have a great day. It's Cody the Duke signing off. See you later, YouTube. Bye.